expect over the next 1 to 3 days or so? Well, I'm here to help you with that, my friend. Gublewan, everyone. I'm Aurea Eden. Gublewan means good, blessed, and wonderful. And this is Daily Predictions, your news before the news. So today's energy is centered around the fact that when one is expired, it causes one to grow. So this is energy is dealing with transitions, completion. So I want to take the time out to say hearts go out to all of those who are having wakes and who are having funerals for their loved ones and vigils for their loved ones at this time. This is the energy overall that I am picking up on. And there are assignment completions here. So endings comes with new beginnings. So we see where there's bad news, there's also going to be good news over the next 1 to 3 days or so. I'm picking up on not just that, but humanitarian services are going to be needed today. You may come across somebody in need today specifically, but this could still happen over the next few days, but more specifically today. Okay, so remember that delay is not denial. That sometimes when you come in contact with someone, it's because you have something to learn from that person, or that person has something to learn from you. Okay, so I'm in the energy. I'm getting here that there's going to be some aggression today. There's going to be some anger. There's going to be some conflict in regards to communication. If you have effective communication, then you're good to go. Ineffective communication, then there's likely going to be conflicts between you and some of your relationships, or all of your relationships that have ineffective communication. This could be loved ones, such as like a lover, or it could be a family member that many you'll see in the news get into it with. So this could be family disputes or something along those lines here, especially because I'm seeing like funerals. And sometimes what ends up happening is all of that stress and all that pressure builds up, and people end up fighting. Family members end up fighting each other because they have all of this anger and this resentment, and they take, their frustrations out on each other. So we could very well see this happening over the next 1 to 3 days or so here. I'm also seeing twists and springs. I'm also seeing people, this could be twisting ankles and springs. So it's one of those situations that you want to watch your step. I'm seeing like holes and ditches and stuff like that. And so this could be sports accidents as well, as I am picking up on a sports player here that we're going to hear about in the news over the next 1 to 3 days or so. Typically it's 1 to 3 days. It takes this energy to start coming into fruition, but sometimes it takes a little bit longer because I'm reading energy. And so it depends on how prominent the presence of that energy is when it comes in and when it leaves out. Okay, so I'm also getting something coming in still about boats. And I tell you, I get a lot of oceanic activity right now. You got beach goers, people going to the beach. I'm seeing still the potential for shark attacks over the next 1 or 3 days or so, as people go to the beach over the weekend, and shark activity is there. I'm seeing animal attacks still, things being chewed up, things being bitten, that type of thing here. Also seizures. There's a danger for seizures here. So you want to keep an eye out on your elderly loved ones as well. Yesterday, I told you that there's likely issues when it comes down to medication. So you want to watch out for overdose. Okay, I'm getting overdose. And like I said, some intentional, some unintentional. Okay. So you want to watch out for seizures, because I feel like over the next 1 to 3 days or so, we're going to hear news about someone having a seizure. Okay. Um, and I'm also seeing here coming up, like I said, with the drugs, I'm getting a lot of drug activity now, and I feel like there's going to be an issue when it comes down to amphetamines. Okay, amphetamines, and people get agitated based on that as well, like drug responses here that I'm picking up on. Okay, there's going to be a need to do change some things and make some adjustments over the next 1 to 3 days or so. So energetically, we're going to see news about changes that's needing to be made, adjustments being made to certain bills, modifications. This is the type of news that we're going to get in over the next 1 to 3 days or so. Alterations and adaptations here. Specifically, I'm getting something coming in about Google. We're going to hear more news over the next 1 to 3 days or so about Google. It's coming in, as well as someone, okay, and I feel like this is Cat Williams, because I'm picking up on a comedian's energy, and what I feel like is going to happen is, like, I see sold out events, okay? I see the seats being filled. I see a sold out event, but I see like something about capacity. So you want to watch out for capacity here over the next 1 to 3 days, because I'm seeing something giving out. Okay, when it comes down to capacity, this could be people feeling weak, people fainting, this type of thing, or it could be something to where something reaches max capacity, bleachers or something like that collapse. But and then it's getting hot. So you want to watch out and watch out for like heat strokes and stuff like that. Make sure you don't overdo it over the next 1 to 3 days or so. Okay. So make the necessary arrangements here and make sure you're staying hydrated. Okay. I'm also seeing here something about how somebody looks at somebody is going to be a thing. Like, it's like, why are you looking at me like that? Like, why are you staring at me stupid with your mouth open like that? But, stupid is not nice, but I'm just telling you what I'm seeing in the energy. That's the type of energy that I'm getting. Like, why are you looking at me like that? Like, what you looking at? A lot of that type of who you looking at? I'm looking at you. That back and forth type of thing. But it seems like too, it could just be someone being awkward, like, and weird, like they just like start staring off into space. I do that all the time because I'm intuitive. And sometimes I get downloads, or sometimes I'll go into like a trance state, and I just like, I don't know, it's like I'm almost like daydreaming sometimes. And so I see that type of energy coming in, and somebody just feels like somebody's being awkward. Okay. And then too, this wake that I was talking about is like the awakening. We're going to have some more awakened people coming in to the awakened community. Okay, we're in an awakening as we're entering the age of the Aquarius. And so you ain't seen nothing yet. It gets better from here. But in order for things to get better, sometimes they got to get worse. And so that's why we see a lot of upsets happening in the world right now. I don't know if y'all heard about, yesterday I told you that there was going to be some stuff that happened when it comes down to antiques and stuff like that. Well, come to find out, there was two what was it, Embassy? I'm not sure if it was Embassy or not, but there was a couple who was shot coming out of like a museum, and it seems as though it was a situation to where he was actually going to ask this woman to marry him. And so hearts go out to the families of this couple at this time. Okay. I'm also seeing more going on here about it could be a vigil held for or them, or it could also be a vigil. I'm seeing vigils being held. There was a festival, a Renaissance festival. I don't remember his name, but he passed away. And so it could be a vigil held for him, vigil held for like some of these mass shootings that it happened. I'm seeing some kind of vigil happening over the next 1 to 3 days or so. I'm seeing the body of someone who died here is going to be found. Okay, so I see the lost being found again. I'm also see it was something kind of like an annual festival or a holiday or something like that. I'm seeing. I'm also seeing like something to do with a saint. This could be like a remembrance of a saint or something like that. Memorial Day. Okay, so we have Memorial Day coming up, so we're going to hear a lot of news about Memorial Day. Okay, as well. I'm seeing a disturbance on top of the water. So this could be hurricane talk. This could still be tsunami talk. But I'm also picking up on some kind of turbulence. So we're going to hear something coming in about an aircraft carrier over the next 1 or 3 days. Something going on with that here. Something going on about people who are like losing power. Like we're going to see something coming in about power outages, as well as people losing power. Okay, something nasty. I don't know. Okay, let's say this is a good time around this time to do maintenance on your cars and stuff like that. Make sure you do maintenance on your cars. Make sure your tags are up to par. Make sure your registration, your smog, all of that stuff. I'm picking up on something that has to do with motor vehicles, motor vehicle registration and stuff like that. So we'll hear something in the news about that over the next 1 to 3 days or so. But I'm also seeing that this is a good time to do some washing and stuff here. I'm picking up on something about a wash. Okay. But when you're washing, watch out for slips because we're still in the slip and fall energy here. But I'm seeing like people doing like more physically demanding tasks, but they have little strength to do it. Okay, so we're going to see stuff coming in over the news over the next 1 to 3 days about people being fragile, people being weak. This could be people in Gaza with malnutrition. And this could be people, I'm picking up on not just Gaza, I'm picking up on like a lot of like overseas areas in Egypt, in Africa. I'm picking up on different areas here like that. And I'll tell you more about that as I get further along in the notes. So we could be seeing something coming in about a power outage. Okay. I'm also seeing here something coming in about Germany. We'll see something in the news over the next 1 to 3 days or so about Germany. And something coming in about, I still feel like it's EMP, but something coming in about electromagnetic, like pulses or something like that. But something about something electromagnetic I'm picking up on. Okay. Here. I'm also seeing something coming in, some there might be like some planes that are going to be like out of commission for a while or something like that. They might delay flights delayed. Okay, delayed flights could be something that's coming in here. Something about the specific here is going to be. I don't know what that says in my notes, but now endangered. Okay, so I'm seeing something about something being endangered. This could be an endangered species that we'll hear about, but something being endangered, it could be an endangered species or an endangered area. But I'm picking up on Central Africa, Zambia. Okay. I'm also getting something about courts and councils. So we'll hear more about trials and cases over the next 1 to 3 days or so. Something being put on hold. Still, I'm seeing stuff being put on hold. I'm seeing someone being removed from removed from office, or this could be firing someone, being removed from the position that they're in over the next 1 to 3 days or so. Okay, I'm also we'll hear more about extractions as well. I'm still picking up on something about transfers, things being in motion and stuff. I'm still picking up on like the transit. I'm getting a lot. It could be a ferry, but I'm picking up on like transportation. Okay, so over water transportation, as well as like large like work trucks, work vehicles and stuff like that. I'm picking up here. It could, like I said, maintenances need to be done. So, any accidents that happen now, it seems like a lot of them are going to be happening because of some kind of car failure. And if there is an EMP that occurs or something electromagnetic that happens, we know that it can mess with the computers in cars and such. Okay. But I do see like things being shifted. Okay, I'm also still picking up something about a bear. Okay, something coming up about a bear, something coming up about a drawing. I'm also, well, speaking of drawing, we're still in that energy to where people are going to be withdrawing because, they're adapting and they're trying to see what works and what doesn't. So, and especially today, especially later on tonight, since it's conflictual energy, I would say the best thing for you to do is focus on yourself. Focus on elevating and getting to the next phase of life here. And if you don't know what the phases of life are, I will teach you that one day at some point in time when I get to the next phase of life. Okay, so I'm also getting something coming in, like I said, a lot of energy about foods and drinks and medicine. Okay, here. So this could be tariff talks about how the tariffs are affecting foods, drinks, medicine. I also told you about Target. Remember, I told you about Target, and I'm gonna try to share that today of what I see about Target. But I told you there was something coming in about Target in the news, and sure enough, it happened. Okay. I'll probably do a reel about that a little bit later and show you, how the tariffs are affecting that or whatever else they got to say about Target. Here, something could be coming in about like some kind of performance. I told you it could be Cat Williams, but it might not just be Cat Williams, but something coming up about Cat Williams for sure, because I literally get Cat Williams in the energy. Okay, and to double down, they're letting me know that it's going to be a comedian. Okay, so yeah, I'm also getting something about time coming in. And it's like something coming about time. I don't feel like there's a change in time, but I feel like someone uses up their amount of time. I know we're talking about the elderly. I know we're talking about transitions, but time. I feel like time is going to be of the essence, obviously, but time is going to be a situation. I think I said, I saw something in the news about someone using up their time when it came down to maybe a government debate or something like that. So nonetheless, it could be time travel, child. We're going to hear something about time, okay, coming in the news over the next 1 to 3 days. I'm also seeing like charming and captivating. I mean, this performance could be very like thumbs up performance or something like that. I'm also, because I see people mesmerized, and I see people mesmerized and hypnotized, okay, by this situation. I'm also seeing stuff coming in about construction. So a lot of construction energy as well. We're going to see stuff coming in about new construction projects over the next 1 to 3 days. And we might even see an example of the vision. And there's talking about, what is it? The Golden Dome. Now, if you watch The Simpsons, you know the significance of that dang on dome. Okay. But, so you remember, okay, did you watch that Simpsons episode? And they showed a dome over Springfield. And now we're talking about a golden dome. I'm just saying, it sounds significant, don't it? Okay. Sometimes these TV shows and these movies are not TV shows and movies. If you see it in your mind, you must have seen it somewhere, whether it was past, present, or future. Sometimes we have access. Some of us have access to the Akashic records. Some of us are further along in these phases of life to where, the things that we see could be prophecy. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's something that I've been noticing for most of my adult life here, that there's no such thing as coincidence. Okay, this is what you need to know as you are in the phase of awakening. Know that there's no such thing as coincidence. Every single detail, it matters. Okay, all right. So this is why always go with your gut feeling. Pay attention to your surroundings. Even that thing that seems like it doesn't mean anything, it means something. Every single detail, okay? Like whatever this, I'm seeing something coming in about a recording. It seems like it's something about like photography or some kind of recording. I feel like this could be a receipt or something that's having to do with the court case that's going to come forth. They said they have a recording of Prince in the Diddy case. I don't think that's true, but what do I know? This video is for entertainment purposes only. I am not a medical doctor, nor am I a financial advisor, nor am I a attorney. Okay. But if you know like I know, then you know. All right. So, but I'm also picking up on I'm seeing a catch. Okay, I'm seeing a catch. So, I mean, it's about to happen. I'm getting catch. So they're gonna catch somebody. Okay. They gonna catch somebody, okay? Because I see it in the energy. I'll tell you more about that in a few. I'm seeing also coming in stuff coming in about profits, revenue, gain, money received, payments received. So this is your time to be in the go-getter mode. Now that I'm seeing things coming in. Okay, when it comes down to financial things. You remember when I said a few days ago, I said you want to wait before you sign contracts and stuff like that. Now you can sign them, okay? Because I'm getting completion. Okay, so it's a better time to do that now than it was before. Okay, because I am seeing like money being received. And if you have Capital One, you know that Capital One is doing like this settlement thing they got going on. I believe it is. So you might want to look into them class action lawsuits and get you about $75 or so. Okay. Something coming in about wood, timber, wood. I'm seeing something about wood. It could have something to do with furniture. It could have something to do with someone hiding out in the woods. Okay. Or this could be something, the woods of South Asia, Southeast Asia, India. Okay. I'm picking up on something about wood. Now it's not cold enough, but something about wood coming in. Okay, so I told you about salary and wages. Salary and wages. So employment stipends and stuff like that. This is what the energy is telling me. So people could actually start getting raises. I am seeing that this adjustment energy, so there's going to be adjustments in pay and et cetera, so on and so forth. Okay. All right. So I'm also seeing something coming up about like some kind of illness, malaria, similar type stomach problems, stomach issues over the next 1 or 3 days or so. Certain people are going to be having fevers and shivering. So I'm picking up on some kind of sickness happening over the next 1 to 3 days or so. It's like some kind of disease that's going to start kicking up again that we're going to hear about in the news over the next 1 to 3 days or so. We're also going to hear about not balls. We're also going to hear something about walls and barriers. Okay, walls and barriers. But because I had a Freudian slip, I don't believe that balls was insignificant. So we're going to hear something coming in about balls as well too. You know, I don't know what kind of ball, but we're going to hear something about balls. Okay, but walls and fences, hedges and stuff like that, like barriers to keep people out. So this could be border talk. I'm seeing here coming in, some kind of function coming in as well. I'm seeing, okay, something coming in about a school and a confinement. A student being or students being confined to school or college. Okay, so this is like this gives me like some kind of lock-in or something like that. Here, naming of streets. I'm seeing like commemorations or something like that happen. Someone maybe getting keys to a city or something like that. Maybe Fantasia. I'm not sure because I see Tate in the energy. Kia, I'm seeing something about Kia in the energy. This could be a new Kia, like a new car, or this could be like Kia, like someone by the name of Kia. We'll definitely hear these names in the news over the next 1 to 3 days or so. And you know, when it's attached to my girl Fantasia, it's always going to be good. Do you hear me? It's always going to be good. All right. I'm also seeing something coming in about like lizards and South America, cocaine. So more drug energy coming in here. I told you I saw contraband the other day. I'm seeing distasteful and disgusting events taking place here. Something coming in about Farrakhan, I feel like. Farrakhan coming in, more about tanks as well. Large tanks, I feel like coming in. I know there's getting ready to be a parade. It could be that, but tank is in the energy, so we're going to hear more about tank. This could actually be the singer Tank as well, because I'm seeing performance energy. All right. I'm also seeing something coming in about New Zealand, specifically the mountains in New Zealand. And I'm also picking up something about parrots. Okay, parrots with the P. All right. Here. Keep your children close to you. Keep your children close to you. We're still in this energy about children. Especially watch out for children when it comes out to children with animals, and stuff like that. And I'm also seeing abuse, because I'm seeing children being beaten and whipped, and stuff like that. So I told you it's disgusting energy that's coming in. So that's what I'm seeing. And I'm seeing like children being shaken. So here, now this shaking energy and this twitching energy could be an earthquake that's getting ready to happen, because I am seeing like energetic vibrations coming, something coming in about vibration. I'm seeing something coming in about waves. So we still have earthquake. We're still in the energy of earthquake, tsunamis, hurricanes. Earthquakes, tsunamis, and hurricanes. That's what I'm picking up right now in this energy. But earthquake energy is really, 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 really strong, okay, in this energy. Okay, a lot of something shaking, okay, and giving out here. Like I said, I'm seeing something coming in about I forget what WAG means when it comes down to government, but it means something, but I can't think of what it means. But also, I see something coming in about truancy. Okay. Now, if your kids ain't been to school, that's a problem. Okay. Because I'm seeing something coming in about truancy. This could be rules, regulations, laws placed about truancy, but I'm seeing something about the school systems and truancy. Also, we're going to hear something about a sports player's wife or girlfriend that's going to hit the news over the next 1 or 3 days or so. Last time I said that was Taylor Swift, but I don't know who it's going to be this time. Gambia is also in the energy over the next 1 to 3 days or so. And I'm also seeing something coming in about those that are at large. We're going to hear something about SALT. Okay, more news about SALT. I don't know what that means, but I know it's about SALT in the news. Okay, but somebody hiding. Okay, somebody's hiding in the trees, in the forest, that type of thing. All right, but I'm also seeing more coming up about Democrats and the Republicans and stuff like that. I'm also getting stuff about the Congo. So we're seeing like worldwide events happening. Thailand, Cambodia, even something hitting the Buddhist monastery. They're coming in. I did see something about the Vatican coming in as well. So I am seeing a lot of water activity, moisture here coming in as well. So yeah, I'm seeing a lot of like different mixed of energy here. Okay, so specifically watch out for your babies. Watch the babies, because I'm picking up a lot about babies in this energy. And watch your child, put your cameras up when it comes down to your nannies and stuff like that, because I'm picking up on child abuse. Okay, prohibition talk and alcohol still. I got a long ways to go. All right. I'm also picking up on pistols and revolvers. So once again, mass shootings, especially when I see schools, and I see like some shootings, some more shootings. They're not done yet. Okay, especially today in this energy. I'm seeing possession of something. I'm seeing territorial disputes and somebody taking possession of something. They repossess something, they take something here. So if they repossess something, you ain't pay that bill, you might want to pay that bill. Okay. Okay. I'm also seeing, I told you, okay, so I see them catching, it literally says catch or apprehend someone. So I feel like they are going to catch someone over the next 1 to 3 days or so. This tells me they're getting close to catching an escapee. All right. Watch out for arguments. They get on my nerves with that. Watch out for arguments. Something coming up about religion. Go with your gut feeling. I told you these last few days, this energy been so thick. Here. Okay. Something coming up about like maybe flag talk, something about a flag. This could be like talk about a new flag or a flag being placed somewhere. You know, I told you this is about territorial disputes coming in. Something coming up about a child's game or something like that. Something coming up about agricultural energy I'm seeing here. Something being finished off. Okay. Something about Tanzania, Uganda. Okay. It's a lot more to this energy, y'all, but I tell you, this stuff it gets overwhelming at some point in time, and I just like stop at some point in time. But I am picking up on something about TEA, T, and I'm getting something about New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, like the North America here, picking up. So I'm picking up on like a lot of geographical places here. Okay. Something coming in about sympathy and disappointment. Somebody feeling like someone's condescending. We'll see some talk like that about that in the news. Okay. And I'm thinking it's like something about monetary value and stuff like that. We'll hear talk about the Attorney General coming in. German joint stock. I'm picking up on that, as well as extraterrestrials. We'll hear about extraterrestrials. I'm also seeing appreciation and thank yous going forth as well. And that, I believe, is going to be it for now. Well, I love you, my friend. Gubla One. Hearts go out. You get a heart. You get a heart. You get a heart. Hearts go out. Hearts go out. You take care. Bye.